Hello everyone and welcome to another episode on Obsolete Techie. On this episode we're going to do something different, and yeah, it's involving this PC that I have here, but what's inside of it, that's what we're going to be talking about, which is an Asus Striker Extreme. Now what I was trying to do at first is do a video about a computer that I wanted to build using that motherboard, but from the year 2007, and yeah, it came. This motherboard has a surprise, and that's what I want to show you guys in this video. I will show you guys later the video that I was actually making about that build that I was trying to do, but now it kind of changed because of what I found out what is inside the BIOS on this motherboard that I have here. And let's look at it first. Like I mentioned, it's the Asus Striker Extreme, and a little bit of history about how I obtained it. I got it for free. It was an ad on Craigslist around the year 2022, the end of November, I think, somewhere around there. And yeah, it was in a box full of motherboards and PC parts. And yeah, it was just set on the road right there with a sign that said free PC parts. And knowing myself, you know, you have to get it when it's for free, right? Yeah. So yeah, so I picked it up, and I didn't know what I really had at that moment till I actually tested it. And this is just recently, the end of or the middle of April. I think that's when I actually got the processor that I needed to make it work. And this is exactly what I want to show you guys to see what I discovered on this thing. But first, let me change the TV monitor real quick so you guys can see. I don't want to say too much because I know, well, probably the title of the video is gonna tell you what you guys are, what I'm gonna be saying anyway. So let's turn this thing on. Is it on? There we go. Turn on. There we go. I don't remember. Oh yeah, it's connected. Yeah, HP logo. Let's enter the setup, and that's the first thing I saw when I turned this computer on, the HP logo. And when I saw that, like, oh my god, this has to do. This is not something, you know, that is from the Asus manufacturer. Well, it is from Asus, but it had something special, you know, but I couldn't figure out what it was. And if you look at here, I don't know if you guys can see, let me see if I can zoom. If you see where it says product number, let me get a little bit closer. Yeah, it says right there. Okay, if you see right there where it says product number, it says Blackbird. At first, if you look at a regular system, it's gonna say Striker Extreme, right? Well, this one isn't. So the BIOS is not an actual Striker Extreme. It's an actual HP, what's called Blackbird 002. That's what it's actually referring to, the model. So this motherboard was used in the highly customizable HP that they came out in, I think it was 2008. I'm not sure about that. I'll put it right here what year it came out. But yeah, this is something really special. If you guys remember, around that time, HP didn't really had what do you call a gaming computer, and they actually bought, I guess it's called a Voodoo PC at that time. It was a Canadian what do you call PC, they used to build PCs for gaming actually, and they were the first ones. I think it was for water cooling that they actually started doing that. So yeah, they were really good computers back in the day. So yeah, this is part of something really special. So yeah, let's turn it on. Okay, so I have loaded here Windows XP on this thing. It's in SLI right now. Let me see if I can pull out the. I'm running right now the GeForce 8600 GTS, and the reason is because this is the only ones that I have in SLI form. So yeah, it's I got them really cheap. I think I paid like $7 plus shipping. That was several years ago. So yeah, they're probably more expensive now. So but yeah, when I acquired this, I was hoping to make a build. So like I mentioned before, it's something that I had laying around, and I thought, well, it would be best if I can use it on this system. It's probably not something that was used on the HP Blackbird 002, because as you know, it was very customizable and very high-end stuff that they had with it. Doing a little bit of research, the price range that I found, it's wildly from 2,500 all the way to 7,000. So it's probably not the card that they would have used for this build. They probably would have used an NVIDIA 8800 GTX or an ATI 2900 XT. And yeah, those were around 2007, 2008. So yeah, they probably would have used those instead of this, because those were high-end graphics cards. But yeah, so I'll probably show you guys later on a little bit of the information that I was able to find online. There was a review from CNET that's very interesting, and I'll show you guys what I found there. I also have a video to show you guys the promotion that they did from that review, and let's take a look at it real quick, and I'll show you some pointers of what they're showing on that video. Okay, so as you can see, it's showing the logo of the HP Blackbird, and man, look at that case. Very different from what it is today, right? So yeah, it's all aluminum case, as you can see, and it's showing the peripherals of the interior. I'm showing there how customizable it is. I guess that was the slot where they had the graphics cards, and it's showing the water cooled, and you can see this Striker Extreme right there. So yeah, I mean, this motherboard was used in that HP Black, well, not that exactly one, but it was used in an HP Blackbird system. So yeah, man, look at those case. If I remember the reviews, it mentioned they weighed like 80 pounds, so it was a very heavy aluminum case. And probably the owner that had this before probably kept the case and just gutted it out and put other stuff and still used it, because it was very customizable. Okay, so as you can see right here on the screen, I have you know, the specifications for the Blackbird, HP Blackbird 002, and yeah, this is the price. 5,600, and this is the actual system, well, the motherboard that it was used on the one that I have right now. As you can tell, it's a it's an Intel Core 2 Extreme QX6850, and it was overclocked to 3.69 gigahertz. And as I mentioned, it's the Asus Striker Extreme. And yeah, it's mostly technically is the same setup that I have. It's a 2 GB. I have 2 GB on it. The only thing I don't have is the ATI Radeon. I'm using 8600 GTS, but it's you can probably get at that time. I think you could have gotten it like that, but this just probably would have been a little bit cheaper. It came with 2 hard drives and the optical and the operating system, which is Windows Vista, and that's typically from that time, yeah, the Windows Vista that you will get. But for now, I'm using Windows XP. Now, if you look at here, they're comparing it on the video. Well, not the video, the review that they have for the video for the CNET. They were comparing it to the Falcon Northwest Mac 5, and it's pretty close on par, you know, what the specs are. It's actually much better on the HP, the Blackbird. It's interesting, so I'll put a link so you guys can see what they were talking about here, what they were trying to review. And also, I noticed when I was looking, this is where I actually got the information from. When I was looking for, I actually was looking for Asus Striker Extreme with a Blackbird, and this thing came out right here. And as you can see right here, it says the original version features an Asus Striker Extreme 680i motherboard, which is the one I have on here on this system. And yeah, it's talking about the specifications again. and it mentions another version, which is the EVGA 780 SLI. But I know once I got this and I kind of got clear what I'm looking for, I went to HP and I found this about the Blackbird. And the BIOS, if you look here, you can actually find the original BIOS for it right here. Asus Striker Extreme. This is the BIOS that I have right now. And there were other 3 motherboards that would use on the under this name, you know, which is the HP Voodoo 790 P08 and Voodoo Maximus. This is an Asus motherboard, which is a 1201A. And the last one is this is the VGA one that we're talking about, the 780 P08. Well, actually these are VGAs now that I'm looking at it. So yeah, it's interesting that, you know, it was very customizable, and you can get it as you wanted it, and you can use any kind of motherboard on the system, well, on the case. Alright, so I guess that's it. That's all I want to show you guys from this point of view. Other than that, you know, let's continue with the video. So okay, let's look at this real quick. Let me remember seeing if yeah, it's enabled. So the SLI is enabled on this thing, so it is running. And I did play some games. I don't know if you guys want me to play some games, but I can put some video footage of me playing it with it. And I don't have games from this era specifically. I cannot get some, but I would like to run Crysis, but I know with the 8600 GTS it's not gonna run really well. It's not made for that kind of game. But I do have, this is what I have right here right now, the GTX 260, and that's what I want to install because I know this one came out in 2008, and probably the motherboard on this thing is probably too old for this, but it'll still work. It will still work on this, and that's what I want to do. I want to use this one. Be nice if I can find another one and the SLI bridge and do an SLI system in this computer. And if you can see, let me show you guys what I did. It's all green. And the reason is because of the case. It's an NVIDIA Cool Master case, the 690, you know, that they came out with. And yeah, it looks very nice. Let me show you guys. I'll pop this around and show you guys what is it about. Okay, so you guys can see what I have here. That's the heatsink, you know, for the processor, and the VRMs. Man, that's the only thing I like about this system. The VRMs that it has, they're massively big. And at the bottom right here, you can see the SLI things. Let me see if you can see it right here a little bit better. Yeah, not that great, but yeah, it's a really nice system. So yeah, I was trying to recreate something that I would have gotten in 2007 if I had the money to do it. I'm enjoying it right now, playing games that I have here, especially Call of Duty 2, Ghost Recon. I have other games that I've been testing it with, but I don't remember right now. But yeah, those games are not from that era. They're a little bit earlier, but it's because, you know, I think during that time I was struggling a lot, you know. Yeah, it was just a rough time for me. Hopefully with this I can recreate what I missed, you know. So I guess that's it, guys. If you like the video, just let me know in the comments. What do you guys think, you know? Should I try and look for the original case for the HP Blackbird 002, or should just leave it in this one? Just let me know at the bottom in the comments. And yeah, we'll see you on the next episode. Oh, another thing, I am gonna show the build for this, but it's gonna be kind of weird because I wasn't really I didn't really know what I was getting into or what it was actually until later on, once I put it back together and I found out that the little detail that I showed you guys about the Blackbird, the model number. Yeah, that kind of gave me away because when I was looking online, I couldn't find anything related to HP and the Asus Striker. That's how I was putting it. HP and Asus Striker. Nothing came out. But once I put Blackbird on it, that's when it came out, and it showed me, you know, oh, this is what it meant. What is what it was used for. And yeah, and if you look on the history about it, it was probably used like several months, this motherboard, in production with the HP Blackbird. And I guess they went to another newer chipset. I think was the 790. I'm not sure. I'll put it down the link, a link somewhere about the information where I got it from. But yeah, it's interesting that how it was used for a little bit, and then they went to something else. Okay, so that's it, guys. I better stop blabbering too much over here, but I'm really excited what I have here. So hopefully you guys like this video, and we'll see you on the next episode.